guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do an intro or whatever, but I'll introduce myself. So I'm Coach Morrison from Burns High School, and I've got two other guys here with me. Go ahead, one of you.
I'm Kaden Lakin. I'm the quarterback at Burns High School.
My name is Bo Clayson. I'm the running back at Burns High School.
Yeah. So I talked to Kaden a little bit before we got on. How's the online school? How's not being in school for your senior year? Kind of going for you guys. I'll go with Bo first.
It's not super easy. I mean, I don't really enjoy doing it online. I like being around people and with my friends and stuff, but I think we'll make it.
Yeah. How's class been? Like this? I know that it's really different with like the amount of stuff they're asking you to do. The difficulty of what they're asking you to do is kind of down just because it has to be,
Yeah. It's definitely been interesting. Like, there's not as much work in some classes. Some classes are different work, and it's a process for sure figuring it out. But I think I've got it.
What are you missing that you didn't think you'd miss?
Being at school.
Yeah.
Being with everyone. For sure, yeah. Just like missing out on all those little opportunities that we would have had if we were in school.
Yeah, we just got an email today saying that our senior trip was canceled.
Yeah, no senior trip at all.
God, that'd be. I think it's hard for everybody, but it's got to be like, it would be really tough. Just somebody tells you, your senior year, like you can't, like you don't get to do this, and you can't do this, and I'm sure you guys know it's for a good reason, but and you guys are pretty well adjusted kids, but I would imagine a lot of kids probably around the country having a really hard time with like not getting those things that they're looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know I'm missing track. I feel like we would have had a really good track team.
Yeah, definitely.
Would have been a fun way to end it.
Yeah, not to brag or anything, but I would have been the only kid that would have lettered in my 3 sports that I played all throughout high school. So 4-year 3-sport letter. So it just sucks because this is the the one sport I had left and I can't do it.
Yep. Yeah.
That's tough, man. I mean, and I said something earlier. It's like, you kind of coaches say a lot like play this play like it's the last play, and usually you're thinking like because you could get hurt or you could, we might not win this game and then the season's over, but you never think that it's going to be like something like this where you have control over it. I think it's important to, I don't know, try and deal with it. I don't know, I don't have a good way to go forward from that other than, just kind of like you always knew that this play could be your last play. And I think both of you guys ended your winter sports, playing in a way that you would have been proud of if that was your last play. So you continue out on that, at least, I think that's something going forward that everybody probably needs to realize is that we're not, like, coaches aren't kidding when they're saying it, there's a lot we're not in control of where this could be the last time you get to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything else you guys are thinking about on that track, or?
There's just like nothing that we can really do about it to like help out our situation, I guess.
Yeah.
We just have to live with what we're dealt with.
Yeah. That's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially for athletes, because it's like, if this opponent's tough, I can fight back this way.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get to fight back right now. But
Yeah.
I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's like, go ahead, Bo.
Well, it's just like
at least for me, sports is what like motivated my schoolwork. Like I did my schoolwork and I did all the things that I did in school because I wanted to be able to go out and keep playing.
I think you're blocking your mic, maybe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, like, the motivation is the struggle at this point because there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's well, with not a lot, to look forward to in that sense. Sometimes it's kind of fun to look back. I wanted to kind of, we talked a little bit about some plays that we kind of wanted to relive a little bit. So this was Bo's request. Bo set a state record, or not a state record, a school record. You remember how many yards it was, Bo?
354 or something like that.
It was like the number's 8 all time rushing game. Like in the state, in state history.
I ran like at this point, I broke it this year actually, but
In the first game.
it was like a 92-yard from scrimmage. Like I ran a 92-yard touchdown or something like that. That was a state record.
Yeah.
And that was in this game, but there was also some moments I'm not super proud of.
Well, we don't have that one queued up. This one we have trippy right, flop, 300 swing. We ran this a lot more last year. I don't know why we didn't run it so much this year, but it was a really good play. Good job by Alex right there. Working really hard. And then for whatever you like switch hands.
Yeah,
right out.
Throw it.
Oh, man.
So you switch hands.
Oh, I was so mad.
Oh, that was as mad as I've seen you.
Yeah, that was – I don't know. It looked like I just kind of tossed it into the end zone.
Yeah. I remember like trying to joke with you at the end of it, and you were not having it.
No, not at that point. It probably took about a year, to be honest.
But I don't know if Kaden remembers this, but like you kind of got this with the play calling. It was like whenever Bo got really pissed off, we kind of just gave him the ball.
Yeah.
It was
a lot easier for him to run.
Yes. So we'll go like the next play. I think like the first play we get it back.
Yeah, they punt it, get it down there. Yeah, right there.
And then we stop them down here. Or yeah, so they kick off in like the first play. so on the kickoff. So the next play, Bo touches the ball is that state record run. Just on a trap.
Yeah, right up the middle.
Wow. I remember that play.
I do too.
Man,
Dude, this film makes me look faster than I am, I think.
You look thicker this junior year. You kind of slimmed
Yeah.
Hey, how about you know why this went 98 yards is because of this fake right here by your quarterbacker. Look at
that. I tried to improve on that this season, but I'd only worked for like the first 3 plays of the right game, and then I was done.
100%. But I mean, you had to be thinking like when you handed it off, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And like they, traps kind of hit big a lot. They're in man, so like we ran like a they're kind of staring at the routes. He's got to play contain. He's got to play contain. And so we got 5-on-4 inside, and it's just it's hard to stop. I wanted to pull up the one where your other long one against right, where you ran past Keenan. You
yes. Oh my gosh, that one's so funny.
Like I just watched the film today of when Mitch tripped on the ground and then you ran right over him and he basically tackled you.
Yeah, I just like was that at Newcastle this year?
I think.
Yes.
I think it was Thermopolis or Glen Rock.
Oh really?
It was Glen Rock. That's what it was.
Glen Rock.
Okay, but Mitch was tossing kids. I couldn't be mad at him.
That was a crazy game.
All.
That was a crazy game. That's my profile picture on Twitter right now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mitch flinging that kid. I don't know if you guys remember this. There's Coach Colby Ward. Shout out to Coach Ward. This was before the Thermopolis game last year.
We were seeing how far we could slide on the pad.
Since here's Bo.
Yeah,
Did a good job staying on the bag. That's probably, 15 yards?
at least
Solid technique.
solid. I'm
Yeah,
gonna patent that. Send it
Alex
off.
here. Alex here trying to fight to stay on. The video cuts off a little soon. And then, so Bo's mark was about right here. I think that's where Howell's marking that off. And then here we got Kaden. Oh, no.
Oh, embarrassing. Wow.
I said I wasn't
You
going
were
to show it.
so soaked.
That was fun.
Oh, I was even wearing a white sweatshirt this day.
Oh, no.
Oh, and me and Logan had a mud fight.
You got Coach Ward in potentially UGG boots right there. I can't tell.
I don't know.
They're probably rain boots, but
We're gonna have to ask him about that one.
so so Bo had more yards, Kaden had more touchdowns, but Bo definitely slid a lot further in the where it counted.
Definitely.
So this was my favorite game, my favorite memory of you guys. Playing against a really good team. Thermopolis this year is really good.
Yeah.
In a tight game. Fast forwarded a little bit. This is play 77. I think we're tied, or I think we're down a score right now. It's probably the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I don't know. I figured we'd just kind of watch this, and the first time we ran this trade, we scored an untouched 6-yard touchdown.
Jeez.
It was dark. Second long.
That's something that I really appreciated about our team this year is like we definitely fought. Like we were down sometimes and up sometimes, but we never really pulled off,
No, we were super scrappy. That's something I hope hangs around. Your speed might go a little bit or go up, and different things will change from like what you do as a scheme and all that. But if you're just a traditionally scrappy team, like that's something that'll matter, and I think we had a really, good group of leaders that didn't let people not fight all the time.
Yeah. I think that's something that I think would be hard to keep around, but I think that if the seniors have done their jobs right, then it'll just keep getting passed down. That we're not going to give up. Got to keep going, kind of.
Yeah, I think a lot of the seniors this year left an influence on at least one person before they left.
Yeah, that's cool to hear. I'm sure if we had our sophomores and junior kids on here, I think we'll see it. We won't know until the first day of camp if whenever that is, if they even
let you have it.
Talk about being disappointed. Who knows how long the deal's going to hang around, or it might come back or whatnot. But I try not to think about that too much. This kid actually is the stud. This number 64 is huge.
That's one thing. Glen Rock lost so much this year, and they just kind of got picked on all year.
Yeah. They were so good that year, though. We led the state with 282, or we led 2A with 282 a game, and they ran for like 395 a game last year.
I know, it was ridiculous.
That's so crazy.
They're so loaded.
Well, if you think about it, they ran way more plays, like running plays, than we did.
Yeah, there was one game where we ran like 32 offensive plays or something.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Like 36 offensive plays, but we averaged, I don't know, we ran, I forget who it was against, but.
Yeah, well, a lot of times what would happen with ours is we would be kind of pounding at it a little bit, and then it would break. And some games it broke a lot faster than others, so we kind of get some breakaway runs and stuff, and then we would just have to be on defense a lot. But I didn't mind that, actually.
As soon as I can get the money for huddle assist, we're going to see, like, how I could do it myself. I've definitely got some time to, but I don't want to go like we averaged 38 yards per game, yards of play on buck sweep or whatever it is, but I would bet that we probably averaged like over 10 yards of play on 2 or 3 of our run plays. Like our quarterback counter was really big, and buck sweep was big.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them felt really good. I don't know though. Our line was pretty awesome this year.
Yeah, shout out to the line, bro. They were crazy.
I was drawing this up. I was drawing up buck sweep out of like Lambeau, and like how far that right guard has to like run and then get vertical up there. Like you shouldn't be able to do that, but our like Mitch probably runs under a 5-second 40. Like he's probably probably the fastest guard.
Yeah, he's right there.
So like you have to have a running back at guard to be able to like do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think
we didn't have the biggest line, but I think we had the most athletic line, like in the state probably.
For sure. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen everybody play, but we were fast.
Yeah. The average weight on the line was probably only like 180 pounds, maybe.
Yeah. Lincoln and Wade definitely shot that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot that out, but that was the only two we had.
If you take those two guys out, it goes down like 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Lincoln and Wade. I'm happy about having giant kids too, though.
For sure.
It's nice because it's kind of like the perfect thing where you have like the like right here like big 64 down block and like and then 57's one of their middle linebackers, same kind of thing. That's just like quarterback counter.
Yeah.
Look at Colton with his big huge arm thing on.
I know, dude.
That's a great play by Mitch right there.
When did he break his hand?
I'm pretty sure it was a Moorcroft game.
He didn't play against Moorcroft. He had a concussion against Moorcroft and Buffalo. We kept him out for Buffalo too. So he got hit. He broke his hand against Wheatland or Newcastle. Wheatland.
Huh.
That was quite the game. That was probably my favorite game this year, to be honest.
Wheatland?
Yeah.
That was a great play by 11. He's a Shrine Bowl kid too, that's quarterback.
Yeah.
Kind of flips it offhanded, and they end up getting the first or close to the first down. Oof. So this isn't their drive to go up ahead. Oh yeah, we kind of got lucky there, huh?
Yeah, they ran the screen.
Ran the screen. We were in the blitz. So I think. So yeah, so we're still down 7. We missed the call there. At the end of the quarter, I was trying to get cute. Nice little play. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. That looks like I was trying to like put together clips like if I ever speak at a clinic about like power counter stuff, and it's so hard to find a clip where everybody does stuff right.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Yeah, it is.
I was watching film with another coach that I know. He's like, "You guys faked that jet motion a lot." Like, but you don't. I didn't really ever see any clips of you handing it off. I was like, "No, we
did a lot last year.
4 times this year, and we ran."
Yeah, because Logan fumbled it most of the time.
Yeah, we were.
Well, without him on here to defend himself, I won't say that. We had Alex last year. We had a Shrine Bowl kid at the Z.
Yeah.
And so we gave it to him a little more, but people still like go for it. Like that end's still gonna widen out when you fake it.
Yeah.
This was a play we ended up winning the game on. Same call.
Yep.
Yeah, we ran it like 7 different times this game, and it happened like we gained like 10 yards every single time.
Yeah, they never figured it out quite.
I,
Well, actually, on that 2-point conversion, it was a little sketchy, not gonna lie, but
it was sketchy.
yeah,
I called that play.
I was fairly
Yeah,
confident.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna save it until we got to it, but yeah, Kaden definitely called that play. And so we're driving here, and I think so. I was smart enough to call the play that went for 20-some yards twice in a row, and then it goes for what 8 here. But I'm not smart enough to call it 3 times a row. Probably should have came back to it and ran it again. I think we end up quarterback trade. That was a good play off of it. Sorry, I'm going too fast. But
That's
so we
okay.
got 4th and 2. You just give it to the big back, right, Kaden?
What?
You give it to the power back on 4th and 2.
Yeah.
That was a good hit.
Yeah, there's some solid ones out there.
I like how so this is stay. So it ends up looking like inside zone, but really this is just like zone double lead, and like where it ends up hitting is back behind the guard. We're probably gonna run a little bit more zone stuff. We had it in, but we could never really hit it like we did with power.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I did like the zone, but it was a lot more difficult for our line.
yeah, it was just new, and I hadn't thought of it before, but I like it. I mean, it's a good play, obviously. Yeah, this was one of the most physical games we had for sure.
Yeah, we had to fight for this one.
So we're driving.
Yeah.
I think we're tied right now. It's 21-21. We're driving, and then
There was a penalty, right? I don't remember what the penalty was.
fumbled right here. How about that? We fumbled right here.
Oh yeah, that one hurt.
Yeah. I don't know if we should talk about that on the Zoom, but I remember that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Well, okay, so we're in like 1st and 20 because there's a penalty, and then fumble, and then nobody really stopped each other all night. I don't know if we stopped them like almost ever.
Yeah, it was just whoever was the last person to score the touchdown won.
Well, it also we never stopped them, but each drive took forever. Like it was just like chunks at a time.
Yep.
Wearing them down.
That was a nice little like bootleg design. Coach McPhee's good at this stuff it's like he's running boot this way and he's pulling the guard and tackle. So Mitch is out of there. No, Mitch stays. Really good play by him.
That's probably why I didn't get more yards.
It's like every key goes this way except the fullback. He stays on it.
I think at this point you had told the linebackers to key on them.
Yeah.
They've been doing stuff like that all night.
Defensive backs.
Yeah,
Or the running backs.
Yeah, they did. They do a lot of key breakers, and they're a lot like us and stuff. They threw it more than we did, but like all the power counter sweep stuff, and they're probably better about motion and getting into different formations. But yeah, they had a lot of key breakers. That's something I got to keep trying to add. Another first down. Another first down.
Yeah. How long did we have after they scored?
We had 32 seconds.
Like
It wasn't long. Yeah,
32
it
seconds
wasn't a long time.
from the touchdown. He almost popped this quarterback sneak out too. like that. That's a lot of dressing.
Yeah, it really is.
But that's kind of why we played a lot more man, because like if your eyes are on your receiver, you're going to be where the receiver is.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah,
was
their receiving core wasn't like amazing. They just did their jobs how they were supposed to a lot of the time, so it worked out for them.
so this is the kid that gets it thrown to. I'm sharing the secrets out here on the Zoom. I don't care. He sneaks the motion kid out up the seam. It's kind of nasty.
Wow, that is dirty.
I'm on to you, McPhee. This was the play that when I talked to them after the game, they thought was one of the biggest ones was this open field tackle against a 225-pound kid. Getting his feet stopped, because there's a lot of times on his film where he trucks that kid and keeps it, takes it all the way.
You said before this game, I remember you're like, that play they've scored on every single time they've ran it this season.
Yep.
Who was it that did it?
That made the tackle, or that? That was little Kaden that stayed outside and played his leverage.
Lakin.
And then got a bunch of guys on the ball. I think they so short of a first down, and then I think they scored right here. Yeah, so they motioned. They got number 3 free. We actually picked it up. We're just not. Oh, that was number. It was the backside switch. So we picked up the motion, the trade here, but the kid just beat our guy on the backside go switch with like 32 seconds left, right? So it's 27-21. About block it. Barely sneaks through 28-21. And like, I was just thinking like, all right, whatever I say, I just got to say it like super confidently.
Yeah, you can't be nervous now.
That's right. That's if I was gonna say anything to anyone at that point, it wasn't gonna be like just try your best. I was gonna just kind of tell them like, well, this is what we're gonna do, so get it done, kind of.
Right. And if you remember, we talked like before the game, like I drew that little brick. You guys remember that? Like, this is my job from this play. And like I tied a bunch of stuff to it. It's like it's against my old team. It's to have a home playoff game. I want to get 1,000 yards. This is this. And it's like if all those other things are weighing down on it, it's hard to lift the brick. But if it's just run 400, go and throw it to, and try and keep your eyes upfield,
I actually quoted you on that speech in our last basketball game, I'm pretty sure.
All right. That's
cool.
That's cool, man. No, my college coach said something similar to that, but I had a shot putter girl that we used to talk about that with like every track meet at state. I was like, it's not the state meet. You just got to get your right foot under you, and I think that's a big part of like the psychology of sports is like minimize it, make it the smallest thing, and like if it's just the smallest thing, you can do that.
Yeah, and that's where coaches like. That's something that you need a coach for sure. Like you can't just do that. So a lot of people can't just do that. Like you need that. Like that's what I found most important in coaching and in being coached is like them teaching the mental game as much as what I need to be doing. Yeah. Like how I need to be thinking is a super important aspect on doing well in sports.
That's like the other half of it, It's like there's like the physical parts, like are we getting stronger faster? Come here, bud. It's like get stronger faster, but then like there's that whole other part, like, well, what about when it's not going well? You know, like how do you keep it? Well, this is probably intentional grounding, Kaden, just so you know.
Hey, ref didn't call it.
He didn't. Sorry, Coach McPhee. So like 44 went through like right away on that, and so we had kind of second down and 10. Everybody bust through again. Get the first down, take a big hit, but get down, screaming to call timeout. And I believe there's 17 seconds left right now.
Yep. Definitely.
15 seconds in the game. I wish we had the audio of it because it was like
it was so loud.
Crazy. I had some.
I didn't think there was enough people to make that much noise.
I had some Hermopolis parents talking during the game, like yelling at me and stuff. I love it.
Wasn't this the game where there was a fight?
Yeah.
Oh, that no, not like between our fans.
Oh, what game was that?
Maybe there was a fight. I don't know.
There was one in the stands, I think.
All right. Hey, I'd believe it.
It was an exciting time for sure.
So we like I told Ben, like Ben, another Shrine Bowl kid. He's not on the chat, but had an awesome season. State run up in wrestling. We told him like you just gotta block 44. You got enough of them. Launches it.
Probably one of the furthest throws ever that I've had.
How far is it? Let's get the tape out here. So we're on the 50. Where's it land?
I think it was like
Right
in the
at the
somewhere in
20.
the 5.
Oh dang.
No, we got. That's about the 7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You got 40.
In game, not my furthest throw, actually.
Yeah. It's the furthest one that got caught.
Yeah.
Barely too.
What a crazy ending.
Was it Logan or Keenan that caught it and handed it to Logan, or Logan caught it and handed it to Keenan? Because there was something.
I'm pretty sure Logan caught it overall and ran it in.
Logan, like Keenan was facing backwards and the
okay.
kid's grabbing him.
Yeah, because there's a picture on the school and in the school on that like newspaper wall or whatever, and it shows him, and Keenan's like looking over his shoulder for it, like reaching for it, and Logan's like jumping up and reaching over the top of Keenan. It was a crazy.
Come here, bud. Come here. My son just woke up and was down. That was so crazy afterwards. Do you remember what you did after the play, Kaden?
I think I ran up to you. That's all I did.
You were laying flat on your back, 50-yard line, and I thought you got hurt, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Was it
on this 2-point conversion?
Was it
for quarterback?
Was it you after the 2-point conversion that just like chucks your hat?
That was the Pine game last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
Football up in the air, and I throw my play sheet and my hat up like at the same time. I don't know. I threw a bunch of stuff, you know.
Well, someone threw their helmet too. I remember someone taking off their helmet.
That was Keenan, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
That was such a crazy thing. Ramza was so pumped, man.
Oh yeah.
Hard to get Ramza excited.
It's like, oh my god.
Quiet little guy.
So we called the timeout. Kaden called the play. Ben did a good job. Like, this kid was not going to let him outside, so Ben just wheeled on him.
Look at that nice fake that I had.
Yeah, we'll get one here. Golly. if there was a Super 25 faker, Kaden, I couldn't nominate you in good conscience. But good eyes by Kessler here to wrap up on the buck. Mitch wraps to nobody. Logan seals the second contained kid. He kind of got peaky inside Logan, so the second contained kid. And I think he would have walked in, except for we had this blurry receiver right here run a fade.
Keenan.
And the corner comes and closes, and Bo flips over him into the end zone.
Yeah. That was weirdly, like, probably the calmest I've ever felt in a football game. Like, I was just like, well, it's now or never type of thing. Like,
that's kind of
only one way to go now.
That's probably the cool part of running, like, 5 plays is, like, there's nothing new to this. Like, I've done this before. But
yeah, we know what's going to happen.
Like,
well, I just knew I had to get those like, however many yards, those 5 yards or so. And that's what I was going to do, so I went for it.
I think it's 2.5.
Yeah, but I ran at least 40 yards or something like that. No, I'm just kidding.
In that one play, you ran 40 yards.
Yeah, that one play took like 19 minutes in my mind. It took a solid half hour to finish that play.
This picture right here that she gets of you going over the top is so sick. She snaps it like right there. What's up, bud? Yeah, that's me. I'll get you a treat in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then we missed it. We kicked. Okay.
I put in the watch video.
Okay, that sounds good. Gideon's gonna have a little brother in October, huh, buddy?
I heard that yesterday.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
So this is the last play of the game. We get him tackled inbounds. And then we just ran on the field. Man, that was such a cool feeling.
Yeah, it was.
That's like, I don't know. That's why I really hope like we can get sports back. Like, there's just some stuff that happens that you don't feel, that you don't get to feel in other spots.
Yeah.
What a crazy 2 years from like I got hired in, I want to say May of like 16, and I was like crazy sick. Had to go to the doctor like the first day of weights, and I missed the first day of weights, and I was like worried about it, because I had been thinking for like since I got out of college, I was like, I'm gonna be a head coach, and this is how I want to do it, and this is what I hope, and that goes a lot out the window once you're actually doing it, because and then once you do it, once you actually know, it's like way different. But what a even last year's seniors, I love those guys. Your group of seniors are awesome. Just super blessed to be around you guys. And I hope I tell you guys enough. I know I try and tell you all the time that you guys made this thing special. Like you guys, I try and always say like to go from 3 wins in 3 years to, I'm not great at math, 11 wins in 2 years. And like you said, passing on things like being scrappy and showing up and working hard, having that be traits that we're becoming known for is what I hoped would happen. I would, of course, I'd say I'd rather win every game, but man, I wouldn't change much about the last couple of years from football. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just hope that I was able to pass down some of the things that I feel like just like a work ethic, I hope that in practice and in the weight room and in school, even just in life, that I was able to show like a work ethic and hopefully set an example for those coming up, and I hope they noticed.
I can't speak for them, but I think, if they were looking, they saw it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great year. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
To go from, that's why I wanted to show the first play of Wheatland, where it goes off of somebody's head and like up in the air.
Yeah, I'd jump up.
We get to a spot where we're 1-2. Like we didn't think it would be 1-2. We got beat by Moorcroft up there in a really tough, hard game, and a lot of soul searching after that. And then we go play Buffalo play Buffalo at home on Military Appreciation Night and lose 41-0.
Yeah.
And like the next game we play is this one, and it's kind of like I'm nervous. If I'm honest, I was like, man, we got to get this thing going. I'm about to get fired. Like,
yeah.
we got to figure something out.
I don't know, Coach. I was feeling it this game. Like I said, this is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played.
Bo had 40 some carries.
Yeah, I think it was like 38 carries.
38 carries for 200.
It was such like the game. I don't know. It went so well for me that I got handed a newspaper from Wheatland from someone, and they said, "This kind of seems like it's written about you," because it was just like I was just feeling it that game. It was awesome.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I was just trash talking the cornerback or the Pruitt kid the whole time.
I don't think I said a single word in that game. I think I just kind of ran.
Yeah. All right. So all those things are coming in this game. Like, I think I'm going to get fired. And, like, I see the snap. Like we'd had issues with the snap too.
All the whole year from the.
And this is the snap of the first play. Now on the sideline, just like, oh Lord. He gets hit twice in the backfield, and then just
gone.
And I ran.
First play. I promise. I was like, holy cow! Like we're gonna be all right. Like,
Yeah, what a relief! What a relief!
Yeah.
Be all right.
I got you, coach. I got you.
I looked at my play sheet and I was like, let's do that one some more. That one where low.
Put a star by that one.
So I don't know. I guess we can stop this, man. It was awesome to see you guys. I miss y'all.
Yeah,
It's coach.
it's crazy not seeing anybody.
I know. Maybe we can do this.
I have to look at my brother's ugly face all the time.
Oh, how so prayers up for Kaden. You gotta look at
Yeah.
super old. Oh, hey Gideon, say hi to them.
Hi.
Hi, Gideon.
What's up?
How dare you? Say what's up to them.
What's up?
Nothing.
Take a nap? Yeah. Do you want to go get a treat? What do you want?
Thomas.
Oreos. I heard you like Oreos.
He does like a nice Oreo.
Oreos.
Yeah.
He does like a
top.
good Oreo. But I don't know. I'll share this. Maybe we can do this again another time. Maybe bring more guys in.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
Talk about stuff. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think I can stop recording this. Like
All right.
that. Yep. And I can. Okay. So, all right. Love y'all. Be safe.
All right. See ya.
Coach.
Yeah.